everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I sat down and talked to you guys, but I'm back with the most requested and the most awaited video, which is options for dentistry in UAE. So without any further ado, let's get started. I'm going to be explaining in my first part about what are the steps required. Well, before that, I would give you a brief introduction about what's UAE and how does Dubai fall into it, and what are the medical bodies that are governing over in UAE and what falls into what, all those details, and of course about the process, a brief about the process and what is the requirement if you have completed your BDS and you're looking out for a job for a general practitioner, and what is the criteria if you want to look out for a job of specialist or as a consultant after your MDS. And the last thing would be about joining the postgraduate dental program after your BDS in India. Well, assuming that most of my audience are from India, I'm going to refer to BDS and MDS every now and then. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'm Dr. Sahana Mohan Raja. I'm a pediatric dental resident doing my postgraduate residency in Dubai in MBRU. So firstly, Dubai is not a country, which is what is usually assumed by most of them. Dubai is a state in a country called UAE, United Arab Emirates, and UAE constitutes of 7 emirates or 7 states, which is Abu Dhabi being the capital, and then Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah and Al Quwain. So there are 3 different bodies which are governing them, such as DHA is what is responsible for Dubai. So in case you want to practice in Dubai, you will have to take up DHA exam. And there is HARD, which is for Abu Dhabi and Align. So if you want to practice in Abu Dhabi or Align, you will need to take up HARD. And for the other emirates such as Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah and Al Quwain, you'll have to be applying at MOH. For someone to practice as a general dentist in Dubai after your BDS, you are required to have 3 years of clinical experience after your BDS. So this experience does not include internship. Please do keep that in mind. So excluding internship, you need to have 3 years of experience. Well, there are debate about whether it's 2 years or 3 years. Website says 3 years. You can try applying and see if you have a 2 years experience. And it is better to have this experience from a hospital or a multi-specialty center, which will be able to provide you with a good recommendation letter. Let's concentrate on DHA exam. If you want to take DHA exam and let's say you have the experience, you have the recommendation letter, well, you'll need to give an assessment test, but all the details are given up in their website. The first thing that they ask you for is your passport number, I guess. So once you put them, they'll open up an application for you with a number that is solely dedicated to you, where you can upload your documents. And once you take your assessment test and let's say that you pass this assessment test, next step would be that they will provide you with an eligibility letter. Now mind you, this is not your license. This will be an eligibility letter using which you can go and start looking out for a job. And once you get a job, let's say you get a job in a clinic with the eligibility letter, they would sponsor you, and that's when you will get your DHA license. Although this might sound really easy with me telling out the steps, but it is a long process, so start looking out into it if this is what you're planning for. The one good thing about this exam is that it's not a monthly, not an biannual or an annual based exam. It is something that you can take whenever you wish to. If you want to take it today, you can take it today. If you want to take it next month, you can take it next month. So it completely depends on you. Also, I have heard that there are a few centers in India, or I think it's an online exam which you can take it being in your country itself. Regarding transferring the license to another body, if you have an active license, let's say you have a DHA license and it's active for 6 months, you have been practicing for last 6 months, then you'll be able to directly transfer this license to the other MOH, either as MOH or into the HARD body. Let's come to the part where you have done your MDS. Now let's say if you're someone who has completed your MDS and you're looking out to be a specialist or a consultant, well, it completely depends upon the experience that you have To be a specialist, again, you would require 3 years of experience as a specialist in your home country from where you did your MDS, which in this case, let's say in India, you'll need to have a 3 years of experience after your MDS to be able to apply to be able to take up this exam. Although this might slightly differ if for oral and maxillofacial surgeons, where they require a minimum of 4 years of experience to be able to take up this licensing exam. Be a consultant, if it's a tier 1 college, then you would have to have 2 years of experience. If it's from tier 3, then you'll need to have an 8 years of experience. And finally, coming to a part what I did during your postgraduate residency program in Dubai. As of now, there are 5 universities which provide postgraduate dental programs. Well, when I joined, it was only MBRU where I'm currently studying it, and EUC, from what I know and from what I remember, they only offer program in orthodontics. So let's get started. So as in the case of MBRU, they offer program in endodontics, pediatric dentistry, orthodontics, and periodontology and prosthodontics. While it comes to EUC, which is European University College, it offers program in orthodontic, is what I remember now. I don't know if their policy, if there is any change as of now. Well, there are 3 more additional colleges which have started a postgraduate program. There is GMU, which is Gulf Medical University. They offer their master's program in endodontics and periodontology, while Sharjah University offers their postgraduate program in endodontics, oral surgery, periodontics, and prosthodontics. And finally, Ajman University, which offers their post-graduation in pediatric dentistry, restorative dentistry, and endodontics. I'm going to here talk only about the criteria required to apply and to get eligible for a postgraduate dental program in MBRU in my university, because that is what I have gone through. So there are 3 things which you would definitely have to have. The first one is 1 year of internship, which I guess most of you would have had. You can't graduate without that back in our country. So there's 1 year of minimum of 1 year of internship, which they consider as clinical experience that you'll be required. The second one that will be required is your IELTS. So in IELTS, there are 2 things. There are 2 modules: as academic and there's general. You will have to take up an academic module and you'll have to score a minimum of 6. And then there is GPA. I'll just tell it in a layman term what is GPA. So it is basically it's like a consolidation and an average score of your 4 years of your marks from year 1 to year 4, whatever you scored. And there are steps on how to calculate them in the MBRU website. You can check them up. So this GPA, it is calculated out of 4. You need to have a GPA of minimum 3 to be able to be eligible. Apart from this, there are many other documents and there are many other paperwork that are required, which would really take a long time. Well, you can look into their website, and everything is very clearly given in the website. I'll put down the website link in the description box. Fee structure, what are the required documents to be submitted, all of them are clearly put up. So that's it for today, guys. I wanted to keep this video really clean and brief. Next video, I'm going to talk up more about what are the documents required for joining in the postgraduate dental program, which I really suffered. It took a really long time for me because I did not have anyone to guide me. So we will talk more about that regarding the equivalency process, regarding gaining your training license, and what are you expected to do, and what are the paperworks to be done. Until then, bye bye. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and share them with someone who you think this video might be useful for, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. And if there are any other questions that you would like to ask me, you can put them down in this comment section. I will try to cover them in my next video. Until then, good day, bye bye.